Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rural Comedies, Facts and Trivia. Thank you for being here. Today's video is on the Darlings, or the Dillards. They went from Mayberry's Darlings to progressive bluegrass pioneers. In 1963, rising bluegrass band the Dillards made their first appearance on the number 5 television show in America, The Andy Griffith Show. It was the best exposure a band could ask for, and the roles weren't exactly a stretch. Brothers Doug and Rodney Dillard played members of the family band performing hillbilly music. They were called the Darlings, but the picking and harmonies were all the Dillards, and America loved them. Still does. The Darlings made just 6 appearances on the Andy Griffith Show during the program's 8-year run, but the family made a lasting impression on viewers. Along with Floyd the Barber and lovable rock-throwing backwoods scamp Ernest T. Bass, the Darlings were fan favorites. Joined by their jug-playing patriarch, Briscoe Darling, and angel-voiced sister Charlene, the Darling boys brought mountain music into homes where it wouldn't otherwise be heard. Bluegrass music was already making its mark on television, viewers by the way of Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, with the Ballad of Jed Clampett, which could be heard blasting from television sets across the country as the theme song for the Beverly Hillbillies. But the Darlings were the only bluegrass band making regular appearances on screen in the early 1960s. The family was part of Mayberry's story, and they made a mountain music part of the story too. Family jam sessions were a landmark of the Andy Griffith Show. Andy had already showed off his singing chops years earlier as Larry Lonesome Rhodes, a charismatic performer bent on political power and like Zan's facing the crowd. Griffith continued to perform on screen as Sheriff Andy Taylor, performing several traditional American folk songs and hymnals during the show's run. The Darlings were the heart of the music of Mayberry. Hailing from the Appalachian Mountains, the fictional family band brought bluegrass to suburbia. A typical scene plays out in the clip where Briscoe Darling asks, "You bring your string and instrument, Sheriff?" Andy and the boys launch into the Rowdy Dooley, a song about a moonshiner with a very devoted following. It's said to be written about a man that the Dillard brothers knew growing up in the Ozark Mountain regions of Missouri. Darlings show their softer side with the gorgeous There's a Time, letting Charlene take the reins on the vocals. Over various appearances on the Andy Griffith Show, the Dillards performed original songs such as Ebo Walker and traditional American folk songs such as Boil Them Cabbage Down and Shady Grove, introducing the songs to a whole new audience. They are also famous for performing Arthur Guitar Boogie Smith feuding banjos, or dueling banjos, on a 1963 episode of the show called Briscoe Declares for Aunt B. Doug and Rodney Dillard were born in Salem, Missouri in the Ozarks, a hotbed of bluegrass music and the setting for the 1950s country music variety show Ozark Jubilee. Brothers grew up listening to fiddler, folk singing songwriter, and newgrass pioneer John Hartford, who played fiddle with their father. Doug played the banjo while Rodney played guitar. Joined by Dean Webb on mandolin and Mitch Jane on upright bass, the Dillards released a string of albums in the 60s, including Back Porch Bluegrass and Wheat Straw Sweet on Elektra Records, which marked their move from traditional bluegrass to more contemporary sound. The transition helped pave the way for younger musicians and their peers, who would soon experiment with blending country, rock, and folk music to create new sound and genre. The band has included many other members over the years, including Dewey Martin, John Humphreys, Herb Peterson, and Byron Berlin. Dillards are recognized as one of the first bluegrass bands to electrify their instruments in the mid-1960s. They helped give birth to the progressive bluegrass, as well as the breezy California rock of the Eagles and the country rock of the Flying Burrito Brothers. You have to excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. All I got for you, there's nothing bad I could say about the Dillards. It's all good. And they've got a CD out that came out, I think it was like last year before. Songs that made me cry, or songs that made Charlene cry. And what it was all the ones on the Andy Griffith Show where they would say, like, "Don't hitch Grandma off the great big stick," or, there wasn't really songs. Well, they wrote songs to that now, and they've recorded it, and it's so good. If you're an Andy Griffith Show fan, it's a must-have because you will laugh yourself silly at some of these things. And great music. And you can go to the Dillards Facebook page and order it off that. So, all I got for you guys, please subscribe. If you have not yet, please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. God bless. Praying for you.